To get fast at cubing, there are a few important things, such as look ahead, turn speed, algorithms, and more. One of the most important is the algorithms. But how do you learn the algorithms if you do not know how to read the letters or notation? This is my guide to help you understand what these letters mean. So when you look at a string of letters without understanding, it will look extremely confusing. But after a while of looking at it, you'll be able to read it and turn the cube without even thinking about what these actually mean. But you can't get there without even knowing from the start what they mean. So what do they stand for? That's the first part. And just take note, there are two parts of the notation. One is turns, these are turns, and one is rotation. These are rotations of the cube. So to start off, R stands for right. So this is the right side, this is the R turn. This is the left side, which is L. So L will be this. U will be up. This is a U. U moves. This is D, which is down. F stands for front. So this is the front. And B is the back layer. So back is that B. And M is middle. And then there are E and S. So E and S. These do not stand for anything, but I'll get onto them later. But they do not appear really much in algorithms. So yeah, I will explain them after a while. So take note that right now this is an R move. However, if you rotate the cube, R will become here. So it's not a fixed positioning. It is just how you look at it and which way you're facing. So if the sequence of move is RU, R prime, U prime, from here it will look like this. But if I'm facing orange, R will not be here like that. Okay, R will be from the front, RU, R prime, U prime. So how do you read it? So just now, you may not have understood what I was doing just now, as you won't understand. But here I'll be teaching you how to actually read it. So R will be turning the R layer clockwise. So a clock, if you're facing red, will be this. So if you're facing the red, the R layer, it will be like this. A clock will look like that. So clockwise will be like this. And if let's say you're doing L, so the clock will work like that. So L. U would be here, because if you follow the clock, U, so like that. D will be, so you follow the clock here. Wait, sorry, that was wrong. If the clock will look like this, so D is like that. F, very simple, a clock is at the front. And B, a clock will go this way, so B. Now, the second part of it will be the slice moves. So slice moves are basically moves in between the layers. So this is a basic move, and these are slice moves. So this, these, and these are all slice moves. This is slice move, this is slice move, this is slice move. Okay, basically you're just turning a slice move is basically turning the cube without moving the slice. So you're actually affecting more than one side. Basically it's the moves in between now. So let me just solve the cube now, and I'll show you how to read. So if you see slice move is basically follow the letter that's closest to it in the alphabet. What I mean by that is the direction will be the same as the alphabet that's closer. So let's say this is the N move, as is the middle. So R looks like this, L looks like this. So will M look like this, or will M look like this? Well, M in the alphabet is closer to L than to R. If you arrange the alphabet, it will be L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. So R is further away from M than L is. So thus L is like that. So M will follow. So you do M like that. So M is go downwards. And so it's the same. You can test it out for the other layers, but basically E is like that. And S is like that. So now you think, what if I want to move it? So let's say R is like that. What if I want to move it downwards? Well, that's how the apostrophe means. So you may see things like R apostrophe. So firstly, to read this, there will be R prime. So the apostrophe means prime. And the prime move means basically anti-clockwise, or basically the way you do the opposite of the normal. So R will be like this, R prime will be like this. U is like this, U prime is like that. M is like this, M prime is like that. D will be like this, and D prime is like this. L like this, L prime. What else? F, F prime, B, and B prime. So there's like no easy way to actually like practice this. You just have to keep reading and just try practice on the cube. So here are some examples of like an algorithm. So let's take the T perm. So it'll be on screen right now. So a T perm will be R, so it's clockwise. U, now R prime, so R prime will go downwards like this because that's anti-clockwise now. U prime will be the opposite direction of U. R prime again. Then F will be just clockwise. So now next thing, you will see R2. So what is R2? It's basically what it sounds. You do R 2 times. So just remember 2 just makes it 2 times. So yeah, R2, U prime, cause the other way, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. So yeah, that's how you read the notation. Next, so let's solve the cube. Next one will be J perm, JB perm. Okay, just so this is another perm that will use these moves. Basically all the algorithms. This is just another example. So R, U, R prime, cause go downwards. F prime, and this is anti-clockwise cause there's a prime. R clockwise, U clockwise, R prime, anti-clockwise, U prime, which is anti-clockwise too, and then R prime, and then now you face R2 again because it's a, so you turn the layer 2 times, U prime and R prime. So let's solve the cube now. So basically, if it's not clear enough, R2 is like this, U2, L2, D2, F2, B2, M2, E2, S2. So those are the basic moves, and R like that. So this is the recap. R prime is like this, L and L prime, U, U prime, D, D prime, B prime, B. So here's the, so once you can read the moves, sometimes you see things that like such as a small letter R. So what does that mean? So R normally is like this. A small letter R, you can read it as R wide. Some people write it as RW, but that's like less common. So small letter R is basically R but wide. So R is like that. Small letter R will be a wide R. So we'll do this, and this is L prime wide, and L wide is like this. This is YF and wide U. And the same will apply if you put a S apostrophe at the back, so you write U prime and YL prime, YL prime. So those are like wide moves. And last but not least, these are not moves, but these are actually rotations. So some algorithms, you can't do them from the front, so you have to look at a different direction. So the 3 rotations are X, Y, and Z. So X will be basically rotating on the X axis, Y is the Y axis, and Z is the Z axis, like this. So X will follow a R move. So a R move is like that. So X will be like that. So R, X. And X prime will basically be a R prime, but like this way. So face the top. Y will follow the direction of a U. So Y would look like this. So a U is like that. So Y will be like that. And Y prime will be like a U prime. So Z will follow the direction of a F. So F is this way. So Z will be this way. Then Z prime, you just rotate this way, like a F prime. So now you can read all the notations. Now all that's left is a practice, and here I'll just show a few examples. So firstly, let's look at the JA perm. So it starts off with a R2, so you do R 2 times. But so R2, oh wait, no, it starts off with the X. So you rotate this way like a R. So you rotate downwards. Then you do R2, F, R, then F prime anti-clockwise, R, U2, then wide R prime. So you hold the whole layer, a wide move, and then U, R wide again, and then U 2 times because it's U2. So you do U 1, 2 times. So that's one of the algorithms. So next, another example will be the A perm. So here is the A perm. So you first start off with rotating downwards, and then it goes like this, R prime. So R go downwards, U, then R prime again, and then D2. So you move D 2 times, and R, U, prime, R prime, and then D2 again. So and R2. So you move R2 times. So yeah, just practice a lot and soon you'll be able to read it really quickly. Hey guys, so yeah, I've made a website called Justin's Cubing Guide. Basically I will be posting algorithms and basically try to help with people's cubing journey. So I recently started this. I've put in a move notation site, so if anything's unclear in my video right now, you can check this out. So yeah, it's about move notation. It shows you how every turn goes and like describes everything, and the slice moves and rotations. It also has the PLL. You can see all the PLLs, and here's the finger trick video. You can check it out easily. Here are the PLL algorithms, and I've also keyed in OH PLL. They're all here for you to check out if you are like not sure about anything. And I haven't keyed in my OL algorithms as I recently started this, but there's also a mains and PBs. So these are all my personal best. Yeah, so my best is like 6.43, mean of 3 is 8.65. So yeah, I'll link this down below. So if you're unclear about anything in my videos, just do check it out. I put in quite a lot of effort, and I hope it will be helpful for you to improve. Thank you. I hope this helps if you're just starting cubing, and this will be useful for the rest of your like cubing career. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon.